Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friendlies number, whatever this is, Friendlies number 5?
5.
My goodness, we've done so many of these blasted things. It's good. Welcome to the I think the most attended Friendlies we've ever had as well. We've got 11 teams for you today, competing. Well, not really competing. It's Friendlies, appearing in 4 matches each. Fantastic attendance. We're looking forward to some very good matches, probably. One person here knows what's going to happen. The rest of us don't. With me to provide sardonic commentary in our inimitable friendly style, we've got Jake, James, Will, Peter, and Jenny. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
What are we looking for today?
Robots.
Robots.
Bruh.
Robots. Some of whom may be armed, apparently.
Yeah.
with munitions which may or may not contravene certain provisions of the Geneva Convention.
Yeah. It's an international incident. It's a
Yes. Certain methods in the API may have serious international side effects. For those of you who haven't seen in Discord, SPA posted a video.
We've got that
Was it
video
just in-
queued up if we want to show it.
We'll be showing you that later on stream.
Yeah.
Certain potentially contravening modifications which they've made to their robots, which I suspect will not be allowed in the in the actual competition, but it'll be quite fun to see. Aside from them, who are we looking out for today?
I mean, everyone?
Everyone.
Absolutely everyone. Like, with 11 teams that is friendly, that is the largest we've ever seen, so we should have some interesting repeats of competition grade matches in the friendlies the week before the final league.
Yeah, we've got MCK and WSH in here, which are always good. We've got a hat trick of Hills Roads, Spa in here, MAI, We Robot are here.
SOG 2.
Yep, SOG back. We've got, it's basically a who's who of the top of the league. Getting some good testing done in before the final sessions of the league. Excite. I mean, so I think the friendlies that we did, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
They were good, but it was quite a small friendlies. So we saw at best a microcosm of the state of the competition. So I'm really excited to see a sneak preview of what things are going to look like next week. Obviously not exactly the same as what things are going to look like this week, because for one thing, this is a chance for teams to experiment. But for another thing, there's plenty of time to change the code between this week and next. In response to how robots behave in production, because I found that when you actually test the robots, it has a way of showing up issues that you've kind of known were a problem all along, but have been conveniently persuading yourself to ignore. That's definitely happened to me in the past.
But production is the one true testing environment.
Yes, it has a way of putting things into stark contrast. So, excited to see how things pan out today. No spoilers, please, Will.
Remaining quiet there, so we've trained him.
Yes. He's a very mysterious man.
No,
Right, who have we got?
No, only by blue W. You never see his face. It's just a blue
Yeah.
W.
Yeah, as far as I know, that actually is his face, right? In the first match we've got coming up here, We Robot, they will be in pink, which I've finally been persuaded is pink, not magenta, even though it's clearly magenta.
It's pink.
And Hills Road, team number 4, who will be appearing opposite them in the yellow.
Yeah, new arena means they're actually opposite rather than sitting in top corners. They are sort of.
I mean, they
Staring
were
each
kind
other
of
down.
opposite in a sense.
It's a form of opposite, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, technically correct. The best kind of correct. All right, off we go.
Again, I'm quite liking the strategies of robots moving straight down, almost. It's sort of looking into a mirror. We assume they're running
Yeah.
different code.
Well, it seems quite likely. The teams are literally in different countries.
I mean,
The magic of the internet.
smallest chance they
Oh.
accidentally wrote the same code.
I think we're going to see some contention here.
Ooh.
Or
So how are they going to handle losing? Are we robots going to? Oh, we robots haven't checked that they still own it.
Oh no, they're in for surprise in Scarsingford.
Oh no, are they just stuck?
No,
Oh, they
they've
claimed it.
recovered, but they've
Why do
not.
they do a double claim? Do they just? Is that their way to try and get around?
I think they're not checking whether
Yeah,
they've
they're
been
not
cut
checking.
off.
They're not checking whether they've been successful or not.
No.
Which unfortunately is not. I mean, this strategy would be doing really well for them if they still had Beeston right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, HRS4 they do have links, and they're taking full advantage of it.
Yeah. This is all coming up Millhouse right now.
Yes, if HRS4 is Millhouse.
Yeah.
Can
Poor
we robots
HRS4.
get back the chipping variable?
Well, if we robot go for Pinkton right now, that does potentially get them back in the game.
They've got Pinkton, they go for iTrumpeton.
And they went back for iTrumpeton. That's
They
good.
went back for it. That is interesting. That's interesting.
Bit
I
of
guess
a
that
kerfuffle.
is the point. Yeah.
Also, now HRS are trying to claim it when they don't have a.
Yeah. That was a.
Are they? I can't actually see the animation. Maybe they're not.
Yeah.
They just like to ram into it.
Well, I think they're just a bit trapped behind that top tower now. I think.
Oh,
Oh. Well, that was a good first match.
that was very good.
If that's a
Yeah.
sign for things to come, then
Yeah, that was
we're in for a
good.
good time.
Misplay by Wee Robots was not realizing they'd lost Beeston there, but if they'd got that link, they would have been very high scoring. But HRS just pipped them there.
I think how well teams handle links breaking is going to be the thing.
Yeah, that might be the decider here.
Yeah.
It's a much better decider than who gets to figure out the bombing strategy that we had in the last league.
Don't
What was
know
that?
what
No,
we're talking about.
yeah, sorry, I don't know what comes out of my mouth.
We don't.
Right, we've got Sog 2 and MAO coming up next year. MAO will be in yellow and Sog 2 will be in the pink.
Hey, you called it pink.
Yes, I did.
Could feel the physical
It's equal
pain.
parts blue. It's equal parts blue and red. How is it not magenta?
I suggest another option is instead of calling it either pink or magenta, someone scrapes the hex code and from now on just use the hex code.
It's FF00FF, isn't it? It literally is like web color magenta.
So I think what we need to do is just start calling it yellow and not yellow.
Not yellow.
You went into
Yellow
like
and-
home base and asked for it on your walls. What would they call it?
Not yellow.
Exactly.
They would call it bad taste.
Yes. They'd have you sectioned. All right, what's going on?
Meanwhile,
here?
we've got quite a scrap going on here.
Yeah.
SOC 2 about to chop off MAI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Ow, ouchie.
That's
my
quite a good
legs.
move, that is.
Yeah, that's a very good move. Right,
And the
walls
walls
down.
are now down, so they can
Yeah.
go and get the rest easily. And it looks like MAI are stuck in a loop.
They're doing a little spin. Is that a
it's a
spin
l-
for victory or a spin for, oh no, I've crashed?
It's a slightly premature celebration if it's a
Yeah.
spin.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think
very
they-
methodical move.
there's a very good chance that they're going to score 0, and there it is.
Oh, that's
That's unfortunate.
yeah, that's a shame.
SOG 2 have gone for gold.
They got the gold.
that's a good score.
Yeah, that's a very good
Yeah.
score.
And they've got a fair amount of time left as well, so this could be a very high score.
I don't think they're going to be able to get everything in time, but they might be close.
No.
Or have
Oh, they
just decided
stopped?
to stop there? Well, I mean, that is a suitable stopping
That
point.
is,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
nice round 40 points.
40.
It's definitely nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
There's an
guess we'll have
intriguing
to see.
variation there. If they'd gone for Pinkton and then straight on to, I forget what's in the top left, rather than getting Trumpetons.
Just going to go and look up the rule book so I can remember these new territory names.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Top left is Tudor Hammer.
Tudor Hammer, yes.
Tudor Hammer?
Tudor Hammer.
Tudor Hammer.
Oh,
Tudor
okay.
Hammer.
It's
Actually,
a subgenre of E EDM.
Okay. Oh, we've got a distinctively Southeast Asian flavour of match coming up here. The Malay College Kuala Kangsar versus College Tunku Kasia in MPC versus TCK. TKC, who'll be in yellow.
And they're off.
And they are off.
and historically they've shown remarkably similar performances, at least according to the current
Yeah,
leagues. They're
they
kind of right
have.
next to each other. So we'll see how this goes.
Interestingly, it's slightly more conservative here. So getting Oxmouth and Banana Ness are the obvious first territories, but then you've got a choice of two. You can either go for the slightly more conservative, capturing Tallship or Switchstow, or go straight out to Scarsingford and chipping Variable. They both go for the slightly more conservative option, which is
Ooh,
not
this
really
is
their
quite a
brand.
variation right now.
That was
it
a.
looks like MCK does a double claim sometimes.
Yeah, they
Or
just
Yeah.
undid their own
They
work.
they accidentally double
Yeah.
claimed there. That was a bit of a mistake.
Ooh.
Oh, Scarborough Fire caught out there, but
Did they just do a triple claim?
Yeah, I think they always seem to triple claim.
is this some
But
leftover code
TKC
from?
has detected that was lost and reclaimed
Yeah,
it.
they did.
Yeah,
Was the triple?
and of course
No,
now
they-
Switchstow is now not available to them because they haven't got the link.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of claims going on there.
Oh,
What happened
That was
there?
a double-
That's
claim
just
from-
no, that's just repeat claims, and they haven't got. I think they're stuck in a loop now because they haven't got a
Are
link.
they
to it.
both? Are they both? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, they're stuck in a loop. They don't realise.
Oh,
they can't
wow.
play it. Oh well.
and that leaves the door open. And
Yeah, I
with
think-
that claim, that was a big reversal of the points as well.
Yeah, that was very dramatic. TKC is gonna slam dunk this.
How is it getting to the top of the? The animation's getting to the top, but it's not changing colour.
Yeah, it's starting the claim,
Because
but
they
they can't
haven't
actually
got
do it because they don't have a link.
Oh, of course. They need a
Yeah.
link.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they're just not checking after. I think that the loop of doing 3 times might make sense because it means if you're running 2 concurrently, then you're more likely to get it. But
Yeah.
if you have no claim, then you're just gonna sit there in a loop, and probably what they
Mhm.
need is some kind of back off of some sort. So what it means is they can, if it doesn't work 5 times, just sort of give up and try something else, basically.
And TKC's kind of code at the end there kind of looked like it ran out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. But the fact that they picked up on the fact they'd lost one of their territories suggests they
Yeah,
could
that
be
was
a kind
good.
of robust and reliable performer.
They managed to navigate up from that from the top right down to the bottom right through the dead zone where you
Yeah.
don't have localization. So they've done
How
some good
did they-
navigation there. Good
How did they
question.
know that they'd lost the bottom right one, given that that would have been out
Interesting
of
question.
range when they were in the top right?
Great question.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Right, we've got Hills Road 2 and Kegs coming up here. Both quite high scoring teams, very high scoring teams. They both play it safe.
But look at the robot positionings as they claimed those two, though.
Yeah, that
Because
was, they were lined up
Keg-
moving onwards there.
Yeah, I mean, Kegs were kind of well out and much closer to Switchtoe before
Yeah.
HRS2 were up to tall shit.
So RH2 going to detect that they are.
Yeah, they are. Oh,
Now will Kegs detect? Oh no,
Oh,
Kegs.
no.
Oh.
oh, Kegs. Oh no,
Oh.
Kegs they figured it out. They have figured it out.
Are they going to go back for BE?
Oh no, but they've lost
It's a
Skarsingford.
little late now.
Oh,
Oh, it's all snowballing in Hills Road 2's direction here. Oh, cakes are going
Oh,
for chipping variable.
And they haven't checked that they haven't got the links.
Ill-fated
No.
attempt here.
yeah. I think checking you still have a link is
Yeah,
something.
you've got to check. You've got to check your predecessors here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what Hills Road 2 is doing here, but oh, they get.
Oh,
Oh, that was spicy. Did you see that? They were capturing PL, but they just got knocked out of range at the last second there by Kegs, so they didn't actually get it. Oh, they get it now. That's okay. "20 seconds to go." I mean, Kegs are still in this. They're at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good recovery, but I'm not sure there's enough time for them to do much about it, and I think that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that's probably
yeah.
it.
Hitting the wall didn't help them there.
Yeah.
Well, that and HRS2's
Oh,
final
HRS2
claim.
just claimed one, haven't they?
It's-
Yeah, they capture.
Yeah,
Kingsford
it's
as
all
well.
over now.
Yeah. They think it's all over.
It is now. Wonderful cliches.
Oh, well, that was a good match.
Yeah.
That tussle over the seat. What's it called? Hattersley in the middle there. It was quite fun to watch. And that knockout from Port Lucent just before Hills Road were able to capture it. Spicy.
Yeah. You do have to be remaining in the territory at the time you
Yeah.
finish your claim.
Yeah.
Spicy indeed.
We do love a good spicy match.
Have we seen any robots that are using the two-stage claim yet, or do we think everyone is still using the blocking style?
We've definitely seen one robot which, whilst the claim is in progress, has turned in a direction. So we're probably seeing something. It's just maybe they're
Did
not
we?
using it to its
Who
full
was
level.
it?
I can't remember for the life of me. Some of these matches blur together.
So,
Jake, you're letting the
got-
side down. Oh yeah, there's a match. We should talk about
Yeah.
YSH and SWI.
So, yeah,
A
there's
lot
a
of
strong
teams going for
bias
the
from
safe-
teams going for Tallship and Switchstow as kind of the starting
Yeah.
match rather than up chipping variable and Skarsingford.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's a reasonably safe one because it takes a while for your opponent to get to a point where you can lock it out, and it's a reasonably
Yeah.
safe.
that. Yeah,
Claim.
it's the very safe one. But if you go into
Or
if you get to chipping variable and Skarsingford first, you can open up the map a lot.
Yeah.
But if you get there second, you've got the chance to knock out other teams' links.
Yeah, true, like that.
Yeah.
Well,
stuck on the wall a bit.
Southworld's going for
Are they
high.
gonna recover?
Yeah. If they go, if they
Where
head
are
up
they going
north,
for?
if they head
Are they
up
going north or are they going to Skarsingford?
Uh,
Or are they
Have
stuck?
just
They don't appear to
stopped.
be going anywhere. Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
oh no, they
There
haven't.
we go.
No.
Oh,
I
they might be
think
trying
we
to
haven't
turn
seen
into
any-
the tower.
I think YSH
We haven't
might be
seen any
on the wall
teams
there.
yet that have behaved sufficiently badly in the right-hand side on zone 1.
Yeah,
So
Has the curse
that's
been
really
lifted?
good to see because that's kind of the curse of zone 1. And,
yeah,
Oh, they've unstuck themselves.
yep.
Yep.
Got there in the end.
They're a little bit behind, but I think there's.
Oh, Yamalot is being taken by.
Oh, that's a strong move.
That's very strong.
I think they're going to keep that one for a while because SWI there's
Yeah,
a long
a
route
long
to get
way.
to claiming that. Well, it's only
Yeah.
I,
2 claims
maybe
to do it.
Skarsingford and Beeston, and that would be it. They're new to them,
Yeah, that's true.
but they're not really in a position to do that. And I think their navigation perhaps could use a little bit more.
Yeah, they're trying to make a very ill-fated attempt to capture
I think they still think they
Hattersley.
own BE.
Hattersley. Yeah, I think they do as well.
Yeah. Sad
Womp
times.
womp. Oh well.
Well, that's a good thing about the friendlies. They've got time to fix their code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got 6 pairs of beady eyes watching them and telling them everything they're doing wrong.
Although it's nice to see all of the robots have managed to actually capture a reasonable number of
Yeah,
territories.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the robots have been doing really well. Sorry if we come off as negative.
Yeah,
they're all
really
fantastic.
And for
We're just
this
feeling
stage in the
it, trying
competition,
to.
I think we could broadly compare this stage of the competition to something like Saturday evening, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
If it was a 2-day weekend competition, And I think even compared to that, I think the robots probably are doing a better here than we would normally see even at that stage.
Yeah.
Which is great to see.
Yeah, they've been doing.
I mean,
very
there are
well.
fewer wheels falling off, so
Yes.
that
That is-
always helps.
That's definitely true.
And,
Yes.
and a very, very tight feedback dev loop as well. given that-
Sunday mornings
Oh.
do seem to be wheels falling off sort of time of day.
That is a very
Ooh.
strong performance from St Paul's here.
Yeah, and they
yeah.
are definitely doing active maneuvers whilst they are
Yeah,
catching.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
nice.
definitely doing it.
That's manoeuvring while capturing. We also saw them go for the bolt play. They went straight up for chipping variable.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was
you can
smooth.
see
and that's
there,
a strong
they're-
move.
My
Whilst they're
goodness.
claiming, they're turning to the next direction, just wasting
Yeah.
absolutely
They
no
are.
time.
It's
They
really,
Kicking ass and taking names right here.
yeah. And they're checking the easy ones. Where are they going to go next?
I think they're checking that.
Okay, well, yeah. So they
Think-
briefly did some pinball there.
Yeah.
I imagine that must be checking that they still own the things that they think they own.
Yeah.
It's intriguing though. They shouldn't need to get that close to them because the radio ranges are quite large.
They are.
Yeah. That movement is very smooth.
It is
Maybe.
remarkably so.
Oh, maybe they're using them as navigation, temporary navigation aids. Like they're like
Oh.
maybe they have a map of the arena built around the locations of these things, and they're navigating from point to point.
This is going to be some
Ah,
pretty impressively high scoring
This is-
at this
this
rate.
this is going
is-
to be strong.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if they've got time. They haven't got time to get all of the other ringed ones,
They
but they
could
could
get
perhaps get
pretty
2 or 3
much
Do
all
we
of
more.
think
them.
we robots has fallen to the corner one curse as they were moving earlier in other
I-
matches?
Yeah.
I
don't know
wonder
what-
if they
I
had
don't
an
know which
exception
corner
that they
they're in.
haven't caught and
Yeah, I think
the
they-
codes
Yeah.
died.
I think
It's
they've
also-
crashed here.
It's worth noting that this is a team
Oh,
that is
this-
currently
that
using
is-
two-stage.
We
All
could-
but one.
Yeah, we could.
Oh,
Theoretically, no, it's a bit late now.
if they weren't doing the kind of tower to tower navigation, they might just have to had time there to get all the way back to tower hammer, to the hammer.
But I think one thing that's
SPA
interesting about that,
definitely
They
one of the worst.
they don't even need the missile strategy.
Yeah.
Looking at that,
Wow, that was nuts. That
but
was,
one thing that's worth noting there is that is a team evidently using the two-stage API and making
Yeah.
use of it to
Yeah.
speed up their movement.
that was really impressive. That was
Yeah.
wow.
Just lost for words there,
I'm
mate.
shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
So for teams that haven't seen it, there is a two-stage API for claiming the towers. So you can begin your claim, do something else, and then finish your claim rather than calling one thing and waiting. So
You
that
do-
means you could turn, move, shuffle, do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, you'll need to manage the timing yourself between the two, so it's still around the 2-second mark. But yeah, fundamentally you can, as SPA brilliantly showed there, is turn around, do whatever, so long as you still finish inside the territory.
Yeah.
All right.
Next match
Well,
here, we
okay.
have HRS 4 at the top of our leaderboard at the moment in the pink, and in the yellow, Team SOG number 2.
Oh no, I think
Look
they
like
just
you've been
missed
stuck
the
on a
end.
wall.
I think
Yeah.
SOG 2's been Zone 1 cursed.
Yeah.
I was going to say, SOG 2 had been doing fairly well,
Yeah.
but they seem to have gotten stuck. And again, they're stopped. Are they?
Maybe they're still
their
trying to
code's
drive
not moving.
forwards.
I mean, perhaps
Are
they
they
can
not
tell us
using
in the
the
live
bump
chat. Do they
sensors?
think their code's not moving, or do they know
Yeah.
what's going on there? Of course, we will be showing the logs later. At the
Write
end
your
of the
answers on the back of a
posting
postcard
those
and
in
let us
Discord
know.
and YouTube.
Well, I'm afraid this match is looking fairly one-sided.
Slightly.
Yeah, even now that the walls come down.
But I suppose it's an interesting,
anywhere.
it's an interesting look at sort of how HRS 4 can perform in optimal circumstances.
Yeah.
Well,
I wonder if-
but is that an interesting thing to know, really? Because if you think
Well,
about
it's interesting
their
for other
testing-
teams, I think.
Well, yeah, but I suppose. And you
You
can
get an insight. You get an insight into what they're into, like some of their planning things.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Especially
They're
when they're
going.
chasing
They're
to go
over
over the top rather than the bottom. Yeah.
There's a bit of a game theory thing in the top strategy, I think.
Yeah.
Like if everyone goes for the bottom, it's just lots of contention. If everyone goes to the top, there's lots of contention. If one team goes to the top and one team goes to the bottom,
Yeah. I think
there's no
one thing
Nash
HRS4
equilibrium though. Sorry, yes.
One thing HRS4 could work on there is a little bit more nuance in their control. It's very kind of straight line, kind of bang bang control with some adaptation as it kind of when it got there.
Yeah, you can get.
The next thing for them to do might be to kind of look at kind of doing a bit more checking as they go.
Yeah, continuous control.
Yeah.
You do really well with continuous control in this. In this competition. Part of the benefit of having the much quicker feedback than we've had in our physical competitions from the markers is that you can adapt as you go.
Also, there's less constraint on it having to be strictly real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have MAI in the pink, FOOF corner, and MCK in the
Maybe I'll just start calling it purple, because then everyone can tell me I'm wrong. But I could conceivably believe that that was a colour I would refer to as purple.
I know historically I've definitely heard people refer to it as the purple corner.
Nah.
Less so in this competition, more in the physical ones, but
yeah. Well,
I like the reversing manoeuvre from
Ooh,
MAI.
That's a very
yeah,
nice
that was
slalom.
beautiful
Curving
slalom.
driver.
So smooth.
that was
That's
very
very impressive.
And then and they clearly know where they're going, so it's clearly got a built-in strategy to kind of an order of things to go and try and claim.
That was very
Just a shame that MCK has appeared to crash.
Yeah.
To be able to see how they handle unlinking.
I don't know.
Because MCK were doing, they did
I think
They were
okay.
doing really quite well.
They were doing
Yeah.
very well. Just had some slightly unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh,
It
that
can
was
happen.
a very nice round.
Have we seen MCK in Zone 1 today, or were they in Zone 0?
I don't know. You think they've been Zone 1 cursed?
I do wonder if kind of something in the positioning was just a little bit not quite right for them.
Oh, you know what, friends? It's... Damn it.
Were you about to say something like we were going to get very close to
I
a
was-
full
I was-
house and then
I was
suddenly
about to say-
MAI
I was about to
stopped?
say- I was about to say we might actually get a full house from MAI here, and then they just crash the wall.
They heard you.
Why did you do this to me? Oh, you know what, friends? ...
That's the special irritate Alistair function that they've got in their code.
Oh well, it's still win.
MCK. So that was match 1070. Is this match 1077? Yeah. So
This is 10.7.
MCK's
Well,
match
100.
earlier versus TKC. MCK were in Zone 0.
Yeah.
I think in that one we saw that TKC had the best of them, but they did seem to do better. So I wonder if MCK could benefit from more testing in Zone 1.
Yeah. I think most teams could probably benefit with more testing in Zone 1.
I mean, teams can benefit from more testing. Should not be
Yeah.
a surprise to people.
Yeah, but in Zone 1, like
Just testing.
If you copy your code to both Zone 0 and Zone 1,
You can
you
fight
can
yourself.
you can watch your robot from both corners at the same time, and 2, you'll actually be playing against an opponent. So highly recommended to test it in both at the same time. The interleaved logs is a bit confusing to decode sometimes, but actually watching how it behaves in practice is dead useful.
I mean, you can just append something to the front of.
In the console, you get the zone number as a prefix anyway, and the log files when they come out would be separate in that case. So you could use the log files to kind of debug it.
Yeah.
TKC and HRS2.
TKC. So TKC's first match that we saw earlier, they did quite well. So
They
this
did.
could be an interesting one.
HRS2 is slightly faster at their navigation here.
Yeah.
Um,
That may or may not be an advantage, though, as we've seen in this middle bit with competition.
yeah. Well, TKC is going for Port Lucie
Oh no,
rather than Beast.
they're gonna.
Oh.
Oh, and that's a
That-
shame.
That hurts.
And
So they need to-
they need to verify that they still can claim it.
Oh.
Yeah, they've
So they
they're not checking sufficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got some fairly good, straightforward navigation, though. It's a little bit staccato, but it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, their actual
Yeah, yeah.
navigation is they're doing pretty well at. Staccato is a good word for it.
HRS2 seem to be being a bit repetitive. I wonder if they're also not checking that they own those towers.
Well, they're
'Cause
not
they
trying to
could
claim.
be
They're
off
not trying
somewhere
to.
else getting more
They're not
points.
trying to claim them, so they're clearly checking that before. Maybe camping this area is just their strategy.
Yeah.
He says as they disappear into a different area.
Yeah.
Is this turning into everything Alistair says turns out to be false?
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
Yes, I'm an anti-prophet.
I mean,
That's
I'd
called a
say
lot.
that's
Oh,
just
yeah,
useful. You can eventually rule out all of the things that won't happen. Then you're logically left with only the things that will.
Yeah.
Do you think this theory applies recursively? Because there are theories which apply recursively, such as neutrinos are smaller than you think they are, even after applying the rule
Oh,
that neutrinos
yes.
are smaller than you think they are. The
Fractal
same in
theory.
inverse scaling is true with supernovae.
Yeah.
They're bigger than you think they are, even when you apply the fact that they're bigger than you think they are.
Yes. Robot wheels are denser than you think they are. Even that. Context: the robot in this arena is not entirely physically realizable. It's very stable, but part of the reason it's very stable is that the wheels are denser than any known material apart from neutron star stuff.
Physics, yo.
You don't want to drop this robot on your
Yeah.
foot.
It may go through the earth.
It's not quite that dense.
You'd end up with a pretty flat foot.
The robots are pretty small, but they still weigh.
70
About
kilos
s-
about, I think.
Yeah,
And for something that's
car.
50 centimeters squared, that's 50 centimeters
Yeah.
cubed even. That is
Yeah.
very dense.
yeah.
So
Right.
we've
Okay, so
Oh, and
So
YSH.
Keg's previous
Another curse
appearance-
one turn.
it's
Looks
not moving
like-
anywhere.
Yeah, that's,
what's happened to YSH? Oh no.
it's looking pretty tranquil. From the
Having
yellow,
a bit of a nap.
the yellow.
Concentrating
version.
the
It's
state of the game.
Saturday. You need
Yeah.
some extra nap
Yeah.
on the weekend.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Uh,
All right, so Kegs are probably going to win this one.
if
I'm
I had
feeling
to
slightly
bet
more
money on
confident-
it,
I'm feeling more confident about that prediction than I have about my last few. Now watch as they go
Come
back
on,
to Ox.
YSH.
Now watch as they go back to Ox and break their own link.
Oh yeah, because they
So-
can still just go back and break their own link by just
Yeah,
claiming
it's
it,
possible. It's possible to sabotage yourself if you try really hard.
shooting yourself in the foot, the metaphorical
Yeah.
foot.
I do think this is the curse of Zone 1 for YSH because
Yeah,
obviously something very different has gone wrong on this occasion because they're not moving at all.
yeah.
but it
I
was-
guess they've just crashed straight out the gate.
Yeah.
KEG seems to, just after the walls go down, they seem to, both times, they seem to have paused and not done anything for a while.
Maybe it's a strategy.
Maybe. I just,
I'm not sure what that strategy would be, but
It's a strategy. Might be a good one.
That's interesting. So going on to Yattersley before coming back to iTrumpetence.
I mean, it's worth a lot more points.
For sure, but it means they've had to
It's-
go back and then come forwards.
It's
It's an interesting
Yamalot, not
debate as to whether you
Yattersley.
should get iTrumpetence and then go on to, Yamalot, before going up to Flalesbury at the top.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how any of you have actually managed to remember all of the names.
It's very simple.
The rules up in front of me.
Got the list up in front of
Ah,
me. Would
I
strongly
can
recommend.
cheating.
I can remember all the ones that were in the previous ones, but I still miss some of these.
Even though you did come up with the names for quite literally all of them.
Well, yes,
All but one.
all but one. Which was the one?
I can't remember, but there was one that someone else, I think.
Oh, yeah,
there
there
was
was.
one that you came up with and we concluded, nah, that's a terrible idea. Let's change it
Yeah.
to something else.
There were quite a few that were terrible ideas.
Didn't
Quite a
stop
few
from
didn't
happening.
change.
Quite a few of them are still there.
So we now got two pretty strong teams coming up. In the
Yeah.
pink is SWI, and in the yellow is St.
Yes.
Paul's.
So St Paul's were on the other corner last time we saw them.
And
Yeah.
the same with SWI. So they're both now in corners we haven't seen them before in.
Well, it's
That was some
interesting 'cause
interesting navigation.
St. Paul's was suffered quite badly from the Zone 1 curse in the past.
Oh,
They're not suffering from it now, are they?
That was
did SWI just back off as if it was a wall?
that was avoiding. That was very
Yeah, that was some good
Yeah.
avoiding action. Unfortunately,
It's just
They-
unfortunately that hasn't
They've
served
been
very well.
they've been a bit steamrollered here.
Yeah,
That's
and
very,
they haven't
very
been, they're not checking
steamrolled.
their slow territories. So are St Paul's going to go up to Hattersley?
well, St. Paul's are...
No, they're just going to
Is that...
slam into the back of SWI.
Is that... Can we broadcast that?
I'll check off, Tom.
Is
St.
it
Paul's
past
might-
9 p.m.?
No.
Somewhere in the world.
I think
It
St.
is
Paul's
for
avoiding
it is
code.
for St. Paul's. For
yes,
St. Paul's,
it
it is
is. We
past
know
9
you've
9
won.
p.m.
The past watershed. It's all good.
Does Australia have the same rules though?
Oh, I don't know. It was
There are
very
lots
good.
of-
I'm off, Tom.
Oh! Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh.
St Paul's could definitely stand to improve their navigation a little bit there.
Well, you're assuming this is accidental. It's possible they are just styling on them.
They just really don't like Beeston. Alright, good. SWI really want Beeston, and St. Paul's
So-
really hate it.
I wonder what's changed because they did this kind of in the last match we saw them,
I
mean,
but then they did
this
go on
is-
to capture other stuff.
This is when you bring up the suggestion again of crashing sound effects whenever there's a collision.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I presume people have seen the video of the Roomba that's been made to yell out a Wilhelm scream whenever it drives into something. Strongly recommend that video. That is a
There's a-
good video.
Amazing.
Slightly less PG one as well. Certain YouTuber.
I think we should have sound effects for all these things, and I think all the sound effects should be James saying the sound effect in a bored voice.
So what? Just
Crash.
But what would the drill motor screen be?
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
It's just
no.
him saying the word drill motor.
Oh my ears! How could you?
Perhaps SPA could let us know either in Discord or in the chat what their robot is doing when it kind of drives up to and just touches each of the towers.
Yeah, I'll be
Right.
very
Because
interested to know.
I don't
We
really
have
understand
heard-
what that's doing.
We have heard from them in the YouTube chat that they would like to proclaim that the colour is in fact purple, with the
Oh,
rectification
see,
that we have missiles, we must be right.
See, I'm correct. It's purple.
Oh no! So what's happened to Wee Robot here? Because they previously managed to navigate out of the corner quite well.
Yeah.
Have they over practiced in Zone 1 to the point where they've got a Zone 0 curse?
Well, no, because we saw them last time with a Zone 1 curse. They
Yeah,
got
we did
slightly
see
further
that.
than this.
Let's see. This is this match is
81.
81. So yeah, we've seen them in both corners.
And
They're in
they've
a-
had matches where they've taken a good percentage of the territories.
Yeah.
And now St. Ernest are going to take the one territory that they
So
had.
Fox
It's,
2 going
and
for
it's
Ox-
gone.
Yeah, I mean, going for your opponent's bottom corner territory is actually quite a strong play, as we've seen. I
Pretty
wonder if,
powerful.
yeah. What is I suppose the counter is probably ensuring that you get, say, Pinkton and Badgeness and Oxmouth as well, so that you kind of got all three.
Yeah.
That would
It-
mean
it
you
is-
can recover much more.
I think if
easily.
there were more robots that were going sort of across the top rather than along the bottom, I think it would be a less. It would be
It
sort
would
of
be
a
less
less
powerful.
nerfy kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did
Move,
design
but-
the arena so that it was it was entirely valid to go either direction. It seems that just basically every single team we have ever seen so far has gone south.
Yeah.
I wonder whether
does
anyone
feel
wants to
sli-
change their strategy.
Yeah.
If
It
you
does
do-
feel slightly easier to come out of your territory to the south, though, just because of the way the walls line up. There's a bit more of a navigational challenge in the north.
And you also do get to claim an immediate territory, an easy territory.
Yes.
Guarantee yourself a point.
Which team was it that we saw go round the
Humans.
top and come back down again? Because I wonder if a strategy like that.
That was MAI.
That was MAI. Was it? And
what do you
that
mean?
strategy could kind of provides you with a way to get both of them. You get the early start, and
Yeah,
perhaps reclaim it later.
We saw
And then
MAI
perhaps go
do
down
that
up to the top.
lovely movement where they went round and captured Tudor Hammer, and then came reversed back. I'll see if we see it from them again in this upcoming match.
Yeah.
SPA have clarified that BE had angered them, hence the brutal attack that we saw.
Wonderful.
Angered by the bees.
That's an understandable response to bees.
Yeah.
Bees are
Might
fine.
need to go
They
into
mind
some
their own
anger management
business.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Business.
wasps. It's wasps we need to.
Yeah.
And hornets.
See when it says Beeston, it's not a town named after bees. That is a literal ton of bees. All right, MAI. Yep. Round they go.
Scarborough Fire now. First time we've seen that one taken in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
it's a really good navigation again.
That's
That is
lovely
MAI's.
navigation again.
So
MAI.
it wasn't MAI that have. Okay, so there are two teams that have done this. It wasn't MAI that I was thinking of. It was someone else who was in the zone 0 corner. Zone 1 corner, the right-hand corner, and they came down from Scarsingford down to reclaim Banana Ness. I can't
I
remember who it
remember the
was.
match. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, there could be some really
Oh,
good
this
link breaking action
could be
going on here.
spicy.
Yeah,
They go
Very
for PN. Oh,
because HRS4 are going to lose.
And gone.
Yeah.
No,
What they're going to do is get...
but
this is strong play by
they
MAI.
could
on
still.
this
Yeah,
match.
HRS4 could still reclaim EY if
Yeah, they
MAI
could.
had gone for PN. That would have really messed
Pinkston,
them up.
Yeah,
And
and now they can go and
Aylesbury, yeah, but
Aylesbury's
They can
taken
go get
again.
so
Aylesbury.
they're going to take it straight back off.
and if they realise that they can go to Papa Oscar, that could actually
Oh,
put
yeah.
a real cramp in MAI's style.
Yeah,
Because now they
well,
can
I
go
mean,
around
MAI
and claim Scarsingford, and it'll all fall apart.
Oh, yes, they could. We've only got 9 seconds to do so, though.
Yeah, I think having got
yeah.
Yellowware is going to.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't get Hivekirk though. Oh, and that navigation around the end of that wall is really a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's very hard.
It was a good match though.
It was a good match. If they'd gone for that strategy at the end and taken Scarsingford, that would have gone in completely the other way. So that was actually a much closer match than the points would have you believe. That was fun.
That was good.
Robots are fun.
Robots are fun. Robots are good. That movement from MAI as it sort of swan dives from the top corner down to the bottom section again.
Yeah. I wonder if they've.
That's oddly satisfying.
Yeah, I wonder if that's adaptive or if they've got some kind of hand tuning on that.
I think it's got to be adaptive. I don't think the motors are precise enough. I think they've got to be doing some kind of control. It may just be heading control, but
Okay, so MCK, and they're doing much better this time because I think we saw them struggle in zone 1. So this is back them in zone 0. Let's see how they do. HRS2 off to a solid start.
yeah.
And I think there's a...
Oh, they're
Now,
stuck on the.
if HRS2 get their way across the south and then MCK go up and get chipping variable, again, it could be a really interesting kind of reclaim.
Yeah.
Because I don't think HRS2 could check that they've still got links. I think it's kind of their weakness. There we go, the triple claim strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe HRS.
Oh,
we can
oh,
see
and it's a
maybe they
race.
are checking
Oh,
links.
no. Maybe they are checking.
Oh, you know who's not checking?
Or
no. We
just
saw this
forever
before, we saw
trying
this-
to claim the bees.
Oh, that's.
We saw this at Switchstow, and we saw this else before, and they're not. And now they're stuck in a loop.
My goodness, it's the story of Prometheus here.
It's weird because HRS2 clearly are checking sometimes that they have links or that they've lost things, but they're, why would they still think they could go and claim Pinkson? And
Yeah. Maybe that's just a bug.
Well, the weirder thing was they went to it, but they never
Bugs and
attempted to
code.
claim.
Oh, maybe
I didn't. Okay, I had
Maybe
thought
they were
they
just
had.
using it. Maybe they're just using it as a navigation target.
I wonder if they're using driving up to it, waiting for the switches to trigger, and then using that as a kind of an absolute reference to kind of try and cancel out the noise that might be in the radio signal or other things.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But their turning could use a bit more precision, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
partway
And
through a
unless
claim
that was
there.
deliberate to drive down to Yat. Oh, okay, and the time now. Yeah. I wonder if it's intentional then that they're kind of always driving to the nearest tower, even if their destination is somewhere else.
Quite possibly. Yeah, the navigation problem is hard.
Yeah. It seems to be working for them, even though it looks a little bit kind of jiggly.
There you go.
TKC versus Keg. So I think TKC have done pretty well,
They have.
and Keg. Why can't I see Keg in the league table?
They're quite high up in the league.
Yeah, certainly in the last friendlies they were very impressive.
Yeah.
Kegs are in sixth.
This feels like it could be a good match, given what we've seen from these teams so far. Keg didn't quite get close enough to that tower to start the claim.
Yeah, it's hard. That initial movement is really hard to tune.
Yeah.
It can actually make a huge difference how well you get that initial movement off. Scaling third, variable.
This could be a really interesting tussle. Oh, are they going for different things? This will be
Yeah, they're
interesting.
going for different things.
The question is, they're going to go to Scarsingford and cut
If
them
they go to
off.
Scarsingford, they'll just break.
They're going to
it off.
Scarsingford, it's all over.
Hey,
Bang.
Oh, there it is.
beautifully done.
Spicy.
Oh no, another one stuck in the.
And here
Oh
we
no,
go.
not.
Oh,
No,
no,
okay.
They get out of it, but
Yeah.
They're
And
not
so it's
checking.
really difficult for the robots to kind of track what's happening there because there isn't an obvious right strategy for handling that middle set.
yeah.
Given the timings and other people claiming, you really do have to be keeping an eye out for what the radio towers are telling you has happened,
Yeah.
and then adapting based on what you can see.
Like this could have easily gone either way.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a shame. Is TKC stuck now though? On
Oh, they
are
might.
they
be.
just camping it?
I mean, Kegs could recover this.
They really could. I mean, they're still moving. They've got 30 seconds. They're gonna.
But they
struggle.
think that
Oh
they can get
no,
to
they're going
Oh,
for
no.
20.
they're going for Yamalot. If they got Ponyhurst and went for Flalesbury on the way,
Yeah.
I think that would have tied him.
Let's see, it would have been another 2. And then how many is Flalesbury worth?
4. I
4.
think.
So it would have been a little bit
Okay.
shy.
So Ponyhurst, Flalesbury, and I Trumpeton would have got it.
Yeah.
These weighted territories could really sort of change the whole dynamic of a game.
Yeah. That link break was oof. Oof.
Oof, as the kids
Big
say.
oof.
A big oof. I don't know why they like French eggs so much, but
I think
Oh,
it's only
oof.
people with bad pronunciation who like French eggs.
And I'm assuming the French.
I wonder whether French eggs taste different from UK
I imagine
eggs.
they're not too dissimilar, being that they're both
Eggs.
eggs.
Right, we've got another appearance from St Paul's in the, I'm going to call it pink just to annoy them, and YSH in the yellow.
So,
Oh, they do
yeah.
seem to have something that they're not.
Yeah, YSH, I think, have got the corner one curse.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I thought we'd seen YSH in the corner one, and
Maybe it's an intermittent.
Because I'd love to see
Corner
them
one
go,
curse.
I'd love to see them go up against SBA.
we had YSH. Oh, that's this match. Yes.
Yeah.
Just the other way round would have been really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully
This-
their code is
this
something that's
behaviour-
relatively
this behaviour from-
straightforward to just kind of flip and make it adapt. Like, hopefully that just
Yeah.
all you need is that first little bit
That
just to
one
kind
bit
of
of
get out
behaviour
the
from
corner.
SBA I did find weird. Like
The
it goes
ping
up.
ponging between the
ping
I
ponging
think
B
it
and
must
yeah.
be
PL.
like trying to account for loss of links.
Oddly inefficient. But I mean, from that position, you can see that it has
Why
both
would they
things.
ping pong? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would they ping pong?
I
So-
wonder whether it's a localization thing. Is that if you hit a territory, you know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Could be. All right. Well, SPA things ensue.
That's a
Pony
pink
Hurst,
wash
you
over the
get
whole arena there.
You get Pivekirk.
And they have got time to get Scar. Is that no? That's
Scar
not
of Fire.
Scarlet.
Yeah.
That's Skullfire.
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going to get over to shoot a hammer though. Absolutely
No.
no way.
But
All bar one is
40
still quite a feat.
Yeah. It's still,
48 points is pretty.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. It's interesting though. I don't think it's going to be these unopposed scenarios that are the real test of the team.
No, it's
It's the interactions with the link breaks and the tussles in the middle that I think are going to be the real tests.
Well, the Discord message saying that SPA accidentally. It is SPA accidentally sent in a test version. If this is the test version that's a bit dodgy,
oh wow.
Oh,
Ooh. I think is that just opponent intimidation?
I don't know. Psychology.
yeah, this is just some random test code they threw together in the afternoon.
just like try and scare off all the other teams by dropping
Yeah,
in.
like-
This isn't even my final form in
I
chat.
accidentally sneezed on the keyboard and this came out.
You should go seek some medical help for that.
Yeah.
That was quite a forceful sneeze.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so SWY re-robot.
Ooh,
Oh, why would
they
we
didn't
remote
quite.
that?
It just
They just missed BN, I think.
They did.
now they're moonwalking into it.
Don't.
What are they doing?
Having some very weird localization issues there.
Yeah, some very
And
weird
they've-
movement going on here.
Yeah, I think is this the Curse of Zone 1?
Maybe. I don't know. This is like uncharacteristic problems from WeRobot here.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's good they're testing this in a friendly.
Yeah.
So we've seen them twice in Zone 0, and this is their second appearance in Zone 1. So this is their last appearance today.
Okay.
But I can't remember. It was match 1075. I can't remember how that went.
Southwell's doing quite well.
They are.
And they're quite a new entry into the competition as well. They've competed before in previous years, but as for this one,
Yeah.
I think they've done one league session so far.
Yeah.
SWI.
Yeah,
They came in League 3, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
that would probably explain why
Yeah.
they're down in 21st in our league
Yeah.
table. But that's still all to play for, even if they are
Yeah.
way down there.
I mean,
They've appeared in Student Robotics since 2011, I think, but was it 2012? 2012. But yeah, late appearances into this year.
oh,
Now, is this a victory?
now where are they going? Or is that just a last seconds turning celebration?
Well, they got they went for gold. They got it. Yamalot.
Yep.
On second thoughts, let's not go to Yamalot. This is a silly place.
Oh.
I like your sigh of frustration there, James. Just
So disappointing.
So it's intriguing. So SOG 2 in this next match, and based on the league tables, they're doing reasonably well. But I think from what we've seen of them today, they seem to be struggling with the new arena.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, they're
the
doing
new
okay
arena
today.
is very new. Well, it's not very
It
new.
is
It's
very
very
new.
different.
Yes.
I thought SOG2 were doing okay. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong team.
No, I think they have
thought
been
SOG 2
doing
were
pretty
okay.
well. Yeah. I mean, with their performance at the moment is looking pretty damn good. MCK, on the other hand, looking stuck
Corner
on
one curse.
nothing.
I
But
think-
yeah, corner one curse. Well, I mean, it's not really a
Is that-
corner anymore.
Is that Zone 1 curse again?
Zone 1 curse, yeah.
I thought we'd seen SOG 2 struggle. Maybe they struggled in Zone 1 or something, or perhaps I'm mistaking them for someone
No,
else.
I think SOG2 have been fairly consistent through today's friendlies.
Okay.
Zone 1, not corner 1.
I mean, it
two
could be-
hard problems of.
It depends whether you consider a corner to be up to and inclusive of 180 degrees, or whether it's only up to.
The creative interpretation of the word corner.
It's got to be exclusive, though, right? Surely.
Nah.
It's not a vertex.
How many corners does a circle have?
None.
Yes.
Oh,
So what's the definition of a corner based on that?
there's got to be some geometric standard definition of a corner,
I
right?
think it depends who you're talking to and what they're doing with their circle.
What?
So this is why topology is the greater solution. A circle and a square are actually the same thing. Topologists can't tell the difference between a donut and a coffee cup.
Wait, what? Donuts and
Well, it
coffee
has to
cups
be a
aren't
ring
different.
donut.
No, they're not.
Because
Yeah. A ring
Topologically-
donut, you can definitely tell the difference.
Topologically,
no,
they're-
ring donut and
yeah, a
ring donut and
a
mug,
coffee
you
cup.
can't tell the difference.
They're
Jam
homo-
donut and mug, you can tell the
Yeah,
difference.
they're homeomorphic.
Oh, you're okay. Hang on. Yes. I was sorry. I was thinking a Starbucks coffee cup, not a
Oh, no,
mug.
no, a mug.
Student Robotics asking the important questions. Like, what colour is our corner 0?
Is it
Very
a corner?
important question.
Oh, well, I think the answer is it's pink, unfortunately, and then I refer you to regulation 2.
No. I think from now on we should call it anti-green.
I just stand by not yellow, but yeah, I could get behind anti-green. So in the anti-green corner, we have HRS number 2, and in the not anti-green corner, we have Team South Wales. It's a quite strong performances from both teams there. There was a little backflip there from South Wales, sort of pointing themselves in the wrong direction, but it was interesting to see.
Eastern, Skeleton Birds. Can they break the link at Beeston?
They broke it at Scarsingford instead.
Mm.
And now South Wilts are a little bit stuck.
Oh, a South Wilton loop here. Yeah.
Oh, sad
I don't know, they
times.
are slowly encroaching slightly further forwards with each iteration, so maybe they're going to
Maybe.
hit the
It's
micro
looking
switch
loopy to
and
me.
trigger it off.
But Hills... Yeah. Gotta
Yeah.
check state.
Oh no.
Still,
They escaped, but then got captured again.
I wonder if their code does something like look for the nearest tower, filter to those we haven't claimed,
Yeah.
drive towards it. Well, check if we're close enough, drive towards it, try to claim it. Which is a great starting point. But obviously it's missing the critical component of can we actually claim that tower?
Well, one of the things is that will work really quite well if you don't have an opponent in the arena.
Yeah.
It's another reason it's a really good idea to test with the same code in Zone 0 and Zone 1. Because that'll show up problems like this very, very quickly.
yeah, there's documentation in, the docs for how to actually do this, and yeah, we definitely strongly recommend it.
Well,
And there's
something tells me
Beeston
that,
lit up at the end of that match.
yeah, something tells me that Hills Road won that one.
Yes.
Would that be the live scoring?
Could be. You know, that live scoring definitely makes following what's going on much easier.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of guesswork out of the scoring, like we had to do with Leagues 1 and 2. It's, well, who won that? We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, the League 1 and League 2 games were much easier to score than some of our in-person games.
Oh,
Tin Can Rally.
We had some controversial ones with Caldera as well, I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We don't like to make things easy for ourselves.
You don't.
Yeah, where's the fun
What do
in
you
that?
mean? I thought you could all multiply by 27.
We can now.
Oh, right. So we've got MAI versus TKZ.
Yeah, this
Oh, that
this
should be
could be a
good.
really good match.
Yeah.
It's going to be a classic battle of the South Islands. Ooh! Oh, yes, I forget MAI do the go up the side, don't
Go
they?
up the
So
side,
TKC
yeah.
will claim the South ones.
Yeah.
And I suppose then it's a race to Oxmouth.
It's breadth and depth strategies.
Oh, wait.
No,
No,
they're
I'm
both
wrong.
doing it.
Do TKC have a different strategy when they're on the right-hand side than when they're on the left-hand side?
Well, so
Indeed.
like we said, the friendlies is a really good time to do that. Is you go test
yeah.
out which strategy works.
That's
Maybe they
that
have
would
a
be
really
good.
different strategy when they're facing MAI.
some very nice
Ah.
movement from MAI.
No, I think it was TKC I was thinking of earlier because they're going to do what they did earlier, which is they go down the side there. And did they clip the wall, or did they realise that the wall had dropped?
I think they realised the wall had dropped.
They may have realised.
That's
think
that's
they
really
drove
smart.
until that right hand ultrasound was
Oh, what are they doing now?
empty and then drive in.
Oh no, is it crashed?
They crashed. Oh
I
no.
think they may have crashed.
No.
And it's a strong move by MAI to go around the end, and of course now they can go and get
Yeah, they can go and get
north pretty
Yammer
much unopposed.
and Flalesbury. No, they go right front. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what order they do it in at this point.
So if they're going to come back, that makes sense. So they'll go up to Flalesbury and then come and get Yellow
then
Ware,
round and, yeah.
and then Scarborough.
No,
Or
they
not.
just stopped.
I think they.
I
Interesting.
think at that point they think they've claimed pretty much enough to win.
Yeah, and I
They're
mean,
not wrong.
But it doesn't account for link breakages. I
you
guess.
don't get quite as many style points as if you try and
Yeah.
get
Well,
every last one.
Unfortunately, style points aren't actually totted up anywhere.
Oh, there is
Well,
the committee award.
I mean,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There
I mean,
used to be
I'll-
team image as well. That
I'll,
was a form of style.
Oh, reminder that
if the
the
demand
teams
is
on the
there-
web board exists. Please do
Oh,
send us your
yes.
best dank memes.
Only the very
And
dankest of your
memes.
memes, please.
Yes. Regular memes will be appreciated, but are obviously worth less.
Points mean prizes.
Dankness means prizes.
Yeah. Right, what have we got coming up? Penultimate match of the day, I think.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kegs and Spa.
And this feels like it could be a good one too. We've got
Yeah.
so Spa on the right-hand side. We've seen what they can do, and then Keg are typically a good team. So
Kegs and Spa are in 6th and 7th in
But
the
then-
league so far at the moment.
but Keg slightly get their start not quite wrong. They're a bit late to Oxmouth. And that's
SPA's
seriously giving
movement
the advantage to
really,
Spa.
really
Do
is
you
very
think Spa are
consistent.
using mo-
Going
Sorry,
from BN to SZ, it's always the same arc. It's
It's very impressive.
Oh, but Spa
Oh,
are they
They're going
checking
for
their links?
Oxford, and
Are they not checking?
they
the
can't do
links?
it.
They're not checking their links.
Oh no.
Oh wow!
No.
So they've got really strong navigation, but if they're not checking their links,
But they're going
Oh.
back
Do
to recover a
something.
bit
here
of
it
it.
goes. Oh,
Oh, this is the ping pong bit, isn't it? Oh, but then Keg are also not checking their links.
Oh no, that was so close to it. Kegs are
I wa-
no, Kegs are checking. They just retried a few times, but now they're going
Yeah.
back.
I wonder if Spa only check their links in certain places
Maybe.
as an explicit kind of part of the strategy, rather than as a kind of background thing the robot's just always doing.
Are they both going north now?
I think they are.
It looks
Might
it, yeah.
Of course, the way is open for Spa to go and get Hattersley and then Yamalot, which could put them in a really strong points-wise position, even if Keg
Like
managed
so.
to catch up.
Yeah.
Of course, if
What Kegs
Keg
need to
do
go-
go down
what
the
Kegs need to
bottom,
do.
and
Capture Skarsingford.
yeah,
Or Beeston.
and there it goes,
Yeah.
and they
What's happening to Kegs now? They seem to have stopped.
Oh no, have they crashed?
Oh, that was a misplay by Spa there. Did you see that?
yeah,
They spun out of Badger before they can actually get the capture off.
but no, they
Or they
couldn't
don't have a
capture
link.
it anyway because they don't have a link.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I know how this game works.
Thanks, head judge.
Right. Wow. That's a good match.
That was a good
That was-
match.
that was good.
Spicy.
okay, and
Little tweaking there from Kegs. They'll be in a very, very strong position. The Spa killer.
yeah,
And who have we got up next? Last match of the day. Got YSH and HRS 4.
XS4 are right at the top of the leaderboard, so we should hopefully we'll see some like impressive things from them just to nicely round out the day.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
we have seen good things from both these teams today, so this could be another interesting match. It's a really small thing, but look at the positioning of the robots as they approach their first towers, and how much kind of it opens them up, or could open them up to the rest of the arena. And yet they haven't quite paid off in quite the same way. Almost looked like HRS4 were going to go to Port Lucent there rather than Beeston. And of course they're going to... Now, are they going to realise that they've lost Beeston and reclaim it? Or is this just going to be a timings thing?
Well, getting Paul Lucen in the meantime. Oh no!
Which they might lose in
That was not the
Oh,
right play.
dear.
That was not the right play. Port Lucen falls to YSH. Oh, they're making a reattempt on Port Lucen, but they don't have Skarsingford. They need to get Skarsingford. They need to
Need to
head
go
in
and
the right
reclaim Skarsingford.
direction.
Right. Oh,
Why is
maybe
they
they
stuck?
can hear you.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh
No!
no!
no.
Oh,
What are you doing?
They would have... Oh, but if they are
Oh,
checking their
just-
links, they might not have been able to see that they still own Banana Nest and not know that they could have claimed that.
You try in that circumstance, right?
Yeah, surely if you
Hmm.
try and then if you fail, you know, you don't have a link.
Still, if they're going up to the top, though, they could definitely pull this back.
I mean,
No, not if
they're
go
running
to-
out of time.
What if they go that way? Then? Oh, are they
Got
trying
no
to
claim
navigate
to
to-
Ponyhurst.
Yeah, I think they're trying to line up to claim Ponyhurst, but
Oh no, I was going to say, are they trying to get through to Yamalot because they think they
they
still
might
own
be.
Hattersley?
You're right. Did they try and claim Hattersley?
I thought they had Hattersley, and then
Hmm.
YSH claimed Beast underneath them, and they lost the links.
Huh.
Wow.
That's
Anyway,
quite
Well,
a match
that was-
to end on.
yeah, another really
Very good
interesting
matches.
Well, we
Very
do
good matches.
we
It was a
do
lot of fun
have
to watch.
one extra match, and I'm going to use match
Oh.
in the very loose of terms, which is
Oh, God, should we?
the thing that we've alluded to, as Alistair has just realised, is that we've dropped some subtle hints to both. Well,
Yeah.
people will have seen it in Discord, and we've got subtle hints, which is the Team SPA St Paul's College from down in South Australia gave an interesting, I'm going to use the word scare to me this morning when presented to us with a video with a comment to the tune of, "Is this legal?" The video
I
contained
will make
missiles,
it legal.
which
I
I
think
will
international law may prohibit it.
Yes, let's take a look at the video. So it starts off exactly like you would expect, with a pretty normal looking arena. Team St Paul's are on the right,
I
and then,
think this is a
and then almost immediately, as
That's
soon as the
pretty
match
bad.
starts, chaos
Yeah,
ensues.
yeah.
Totally
SPA is fine.
legitimate. Makes
SPA
Robot
calls
starts
the-
to leave,
calls
gets
the,
scared, and goes back.
Yeah, if you look carefully in our documentation, you'll actually find the cluster munitions calls that you can make.
yeah, it's definitely interesting.
I mean, yes, technically it's a breach of international law, but I think you'll find the rules of this competition do not say the International Court of Justice decision is final. They say the judge's decision is final.
That
Does it
said,
specify which judge?
they don't
though? 'Cause there is a
specify which
judge. I mean-
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Next rules iteration, we need to specify which judge in case we have any war crimes we have to deal with.
I am the Senate.
Oh,
Sorry,
Not
I
yet.
am the UN Security Council.
oh, brilliant.
So the one
Right.
thing we do have to do is give a huge credit, A, to St Paul's for showing us this hilarious thing, and also to David Voigt for actually doing the visual effects. Unfortunately, this is not actually Weebots doing this. It is VFX over the top, but it's still pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Gave us a good chuckle.
Yes.
Cool.
So I think with that, that's it for the friendlies for
I think
today.
Key takeaways:
Yeah.
test in zone 1 and check your links.
And
Yep.
if possible, make your robot missile proof.
Yeah.
As ever, we'll share the logs via Discord very shortly. And if any of the teams would like to have some additional support, we may still be able to arrange you some mentors. Alternatively, feel free to post questions in Discord. There's lots of mentors around all the time. So we'll be able to help you with any questions you might have on either how to best use the simulator or kind of how to get the most out of your robot between now and the next leagues.
Yeah, and the next leagues are at 12 p.m. UK time this time next week on the 24th of April. So we shall see you all then.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Best of luck.